Start. They were a victory over Huntville this past Friday night, 28-13. They defeated the Tigers, so they enter this contest against Holy Cross at 1-0. And here today to speak on behalf of Jesuit, he's in his 5th year as the head coach at his alma mater with a record of 29-15. He led the Blue Jays to a Catholic League title and the state quarterfinals in 5A last year, and he's looking forward to this game Friday night, to say the least. Jesuit ranked in the top 10 in the state this week in the Louisiana Sports Writers Bowl in 5A. Please give a warm quarterback club welcome to Coach Wayde Keiser, the Jesuit Blue Jays. Wayde?
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Once again, it's great to be back at the quarterback club, and the things that they say about our quarterback club, our press, the coverage of prep sports is ditto on what Barry has to say here. I haven't traveled as much as Coach has and been around the number of years and been to the places, but I think it's absolutely true what Barry says about Louisiana football, New Orleans football, and the recruiting that goes on here and what takes place when folks come in to recruit our kids from all of our schools, that this is a bastion of talent, it's a bastion of great coaching, and that's the reason why they're in here recruiting our kids. And then the coverage we get is just outstanding, and a lot of that has to do with this man to my right. We appreciate everything he does. So, I see my friends from the New Orleans Officials Association here again this year. Let's give them a round of applause. Every year, I say it's great to see you guys back. They're the hardest working guys on the field. Hardest working guys on the field. And I haven't gotten my 2 complimentary calls yet, though. All right? I'm going to need them. I'm going to need them Friday night. He's already talked to you, right? No, but they do a great job, and you know, they hustle, and they're right there. And the biggest thing they're there for, obviously, is for the game and for the kids, the enjoyment of it. And we appreciate everything they do, as usual. You know, Jesuit football this year, it's once again, we don't pass the eye test getting off the bus. You know, we're not extremely big, we're not extremely fast, but the thing that we do is we play extremely hard, and you know, I'm proud of our kids for that. We're taking on an extremely well-coached football team Friday night from Holy Cross, and the number of years that I've had the opportunity to coach against Coach Wilson, I've learned a lot from him from just watching his tapes of his teams perform. When I was at Brother Martin, I got to see them, and then, of course, here now at Jesuit. I've learned a lot from the way they play. They're just like us. And I think Coach said it well. They play hard. They play hard every down, and we know that's what we're going to see Friday night out of these guys. It's a great rivalry. You know, it's one that I had the opportunity to play in. Coach had the opportunity to play in. A lot of our players, their dads had the opportunity to play in this rivalry, and it means something. You know, with the city, you know, in the number of years as it's spread out to the North Shore and towards the river parishes and people leaving the city, people start to develop different types of rivalries. Maybe one school will have it with another and another, that sort of thing. But that Jesuit Holy Cross rivalry, it's big, it's always been there, and it's something that is treasured. And it's great that the Great American Rivalry Series has picked it up again this year. It's great that all of the pre-game festivities and the post-game festivities that go on with it, it's not just a game. I think it's turned into an event. It's an event that is remarkable for our city, and I think it's going to be televised again this year, so people around the state, as well as I think in the southeastern part of the country, are going to see it. They'll see this true rivalry, the longest in Louisiana and 4th or 5th oldest in the United States. A little bit about our team. As I said, we don't pass the eye test getting off the bus, but we play hard. A couple of guys that played real well this past week against Hahnville was our running back, Paul Stanton. You know, he ran for 212 yards and 3 touchdowns, but that's not without due from the blocking of the offensive line. I think he would be the first one that would tell you that. A couple of guys up there, Todd Jaquette is the only senior that's returning off of last year's offensive line. We have 4 young guys that we're training up there and trying to get them in tune to what's going on, and they did a nice job this past Friday night against Hahnville. Defensively, we have a linebacker named Deion Jones who, as he plays, it's as our defense goes. He's very athletic, and has a nose for the football. He gets to the football, and when he gets there, he does a pretty good job tackling. He had a very nice game the other night, as well as a couple guys in our secondary, Rhett Reynolds and Alex Yakubian, who are about this tall, that are going to have a tough job guarding Mr. Pichon, because he is an outstanding wide receiver, as Barry said. I don't know if we can jump with him. But they did do a good job this past Friday night. So we're proud of our kids at Jesuit. They do a great job, not only academically, but also on the football field, working in the community with service hours and things of that nature. They do a good job doing what we ask them to do as coaches, week in and week out, and really trying hard to make sure that they cover all their bases with what we're asking them to do. And like I said, they play hard, and that's what we ask for them to do every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night. We're looking forward to Friday night. Well-coached Holy Cross team. I hope we're well-coached, and I think it's going to be an outstanding game again, and a great rivalry. So with that, thank you. We'll see everybody there Friday night.
Folks, this is the trophy that they play for, the Great American Rivalry Game, the oldest football rivalry in Louisiana, Holy Cross and Jesuit, and this is the trophy that they play for, among other things. It's a wonderful spectacle to watch. The sportsmanship on both sides is terrific, and having been around that game from the time I was a kid, I can tell you it's very, very special. So we want to wish both Barry and Wayde the best of luck, and also to recognize all the representatives from their outstanding institutions that are here today. I know that Joel Murray is here from Holy Cross, Mike Bujol, their athletic director as well. From Jesuit, Mike Gamaluka, the principal, is here, Dave Morrow, the athletic director, Tom Bagwell, development director. We also have some legends of the game here, and Al Widmer and Ray Coates, who are here today, that I want to recognize as well. Some wonderful, distinguished gentlemen who distinguished themselves many, many years ago, but are still fond in our thoughts and memories. And gentlemen, it's great to have each and every one of you with us for this Great American Rivalry Game. Our next speaker is